All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cleveland Browns. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Double dog, that's the way.
Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
180.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throw it, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and goal from the 1.
Push him back.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Dontrell Hilliard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 31, check 31. Check 3, check 3.
Easy. 72.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And not much to speak of. A 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Wait, set. 380. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, Larry. Switch. Kill. Hatchet. Check. Fresno. Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So a one-handed catch from OBJ in the end zone. Not really surprised anymore, I guess. This is becoming routine.
Yeah, isn't that something? And we have to be careful ourselves, right, about treating it as only routine because it's still spectacular to go up one hand, possess the football, whether there's contact or not, to come down and create that play. That's absolutely phenomenal. And one way it happens, these guys work at it. They practice these types of catches all the time.
And he practices it all the time. You see his pregame routine. We were down there today. It's unbelievable.
It absolutely is. And now the stigma of looking like you're showing off is really gone. Now it's actually part of the game.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them. They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. From the gun on third down, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Returnable here for Callaway. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Check 99. Coaching spill.
On first down, Hilliard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, 133.
To throw, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dietrich Wise Jr. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a third down and long coming up.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Third and long for Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Shadow!
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Sling. Alert.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brady. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
That's good for a Patriots.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
50.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Alert, 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 alert. General West.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Mayfield looks to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Flush to his right and avoids the contact by sliding. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Dontrell Hilliard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got you, pump. Kill. Check. Hey, second.
Now a play fake. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53, Mike, 53. Target.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go Bandit. Hey, Orbit. Mike, 53. Mike. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Watch twins. Alpha. Tighten up. Ozzy.
From the gun, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
King. He's coming, double up.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down, Hilliard. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham, refusing to go down. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mayfield down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Hilliard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.